All right, so next up we've got where's the coffee? That's not his name. Someone's asking where's the coffee. No coffee right now. So Marco Di Vita, I think. Work in progress, Lance. Right. Okay, so let me switch over here. So Marco Di Vita has some interesting stuff. You've got a range of different qualities, which is the thing I think should probably be addressed first. What is it? Is this a painting? Oh, look at that modeling. A render filtered in Filter Forge. Ah, Marco, hey man, we're looking at your portfolio. So there's a range of qualities happening in here. So right now, uh, like this, because of the Filter Forge thing, it feels very odd to me. This one looks pretty nice. Um, Man, it's so strange because this I want to say like UV wise, like what's going on with that material, but then at the same time, it looks intentional. I think maybe the floor in here is a little bit too noisy. Um, it could probably be smoothed out to solve any of that weirdness that's happening with like the offset. Um, the other thing is a floorboard right on the edge where the wall meets the floor. That solves like almost every problem that comes to why does this place feel weird? That can be solved with things like that because then without that, the room starts to just feel like a box. But I do like the bed frame thing and the I guess you'd say bed backboard. I wouldn't say it's a rookie mistake. It's just one of those things that just comes with time. You start to notice things like that. Um, yeah. If my bedroom was large enough, I'd be fine with a shape like this. This one I would definitely remove. Like anything that you feel like is practice in your portfolio, just leave that for a blog. Left painting needs shadow. What? Okay, I gotta go back. Oh yeah, it's very floaty. Very floaty over here. This plant is strangely transparent, if that makes sense. Like the leaves are more transparent than I think they should be. It could be the shadows though. I don't know. It just feels off. And that maybe the shape or the droop of the leaves feels unnatural as well. Like this looks like maybe it's not it needs water. It's time for water. Um let's look at some other stuff here. Actually, I need to look at it in another way. So, this guy I would probably remove. This one is cool but is hard to read. I think it would be much more impressive either looking like this or looking at it from the inside. These pieces that are being sliced away, I really like that. I think it looks cool. Uh, it being black, though, is very strange. Like, it makes it very hard to see or understand what I'm looking at. It looks more like an error, I guess. See, this should be your thumbnail. This is really interesting. You definitely have some modeling skills. And then the background being black is usually like pretty dangerous. Like I would go with the color of the background here or maybe even a little lighter. But yeah, if you're gonna do like a cutaway like this, I would just make the cutaway exposed sides the same color as the material that it is. This one's interesting. So substance designer work. That's cool. This type of stuff is pretty easy to do once you get the shape, so isn't it? Because then it's just a matter of like building a good way to populate it. So this one's pretty cool. The material differences is really nice. Like seeing different types of metal, and like it just looks interesting. These three are quite simple. Or maybe it's odd for them to have their own. That's an interesting way of displaying it. It's odd for them to have their own post. Again, I say you should remove this one just because it's practice, and it also feels odd. Like shape-wise, it doesn't feel very natural. Now this thing, this is super interesting. There's some crazy stuff going on here. Yet another sneak peek in the world of Lance. So this looks really cool. This definitely looks like some of the earlier concept stuff from, I forget his name. I've seen some like crazy skyscrapers that are just, I think they're imitating a lot of like what you see in China. So this looks really cool. I like the attention to detail. It's chaotic, but in a natural way. So it's not too crazy. It is very busy, but it's not too crazy. Arnav, yes, I review portfolios once a week. You can get into this queue. We're getting close to catching up. I've been doing these for a while. Yeah. And there's a YouTube channel as well. You're in the queue? Oh, I'm sorry. It's been taking so long. So this is really cool. I don't know how you approach making like all of this stuff finished, but it looks awesome and it's quite balanced. Egal, what's up? Thank you for the hearts. Triple hearts back to you. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks like something that would be more achievable in a Houdini sort of way, if that makes sense. So you make the parts and then you let Houdini help you populate it. So that way you're just making a bunch of random assortments and then you're randomizing what pieces are visible. But yeah, this looks cool. Oh, is this the... I was like, is this a challenge? So this looks pretty cool. It's got some... Oh, man. I don't think I slept enough. It's got some interesting little creature elements on it. It's pretty cute. This looks like you would 3D print it, paint it so it looked like this, and it would go in like a fish tank. Know what I'm saying? Or like a hamster. It's more of a fish tank vibe going on with it. I actually get that feeling with this too. Like I feel like this would be in a fish tank. Ladybug generator. Okay, so this is pretty cool. You got a lot of ladybugs clipping. There is a way to not let that happen, and I forget what it is called. Kanu, what's up? How you doing? Fish Tank, the video game, confirmed. Dude, I've had that idea for a while. And it would be around you drinking water. And when you drink water, it adds it to the fish tank. Happy fish, because you're being healthy. Yeah, so the tile sampler node has a input for making sure that when you spawn more of these, they check each other so they don't clip through each other. So yeah, check into that. It's pretty interesting though. Whoa, that is a really intriguing look. The other thing I would say is stay clear of adding those edges in the shell in the normal map. Just add those edges in the roughness and you'll see a huge difference. It'll look much more realistic. That's cool. I get the coffee bean vibe going on here. Color variation would be nice. Yeah, if there was a few that were kind of like that kind of orange red, so it looks like, oh, those ones are younger, you know. I think that means they're younger because the color hasn't fully developed. Pretty cool though. And I would just, the surface that they're on, I would just make it like a leaf looking material. That could be pretty cool. Yeah, let me look at this one. So this one's interesting. It's definitely like, this looks like more of a sketch, right? Like you're trying to learn and understand the materials and how they work. And oh, this one's pretty nice. But yeah, think about the surface of the material. Like, get weird. Go and actually look at a plaster wall and get really close to it. Make sure you're not with any friends because you know they're going to push your face into that wall. It'll happen. Not that it's not happened to me or has happened to me, but it can happen. So yeah, get really close to those walls. See what they do. Bring a little spray bottle. Not going to lie, it helps. Take pictures of the surface from glancing angles. You get a little flashlight, right? Or your cell phone. And then use a little spray bottle, mist it a little bit, and see the color difference when it's wet, the moisture, and how it changes the value and saturation. You get some huge gains in information when you go that whole route. But yeah, so you're a CG explorer, so I'm not sure what you want to be. So if we can figure that out, that'd be a huge step up in finding out where you want to go and then being able to focus on that and gun for it. You're not sure yet either, huh? My opinion on the Adobe and Substance merger. I mean, I hope I can still use Substance. That's about it. I think it'll be fine. If not, there will be other options that will spawn up. I think my opinion is that the Substance team got a big win. That's huge for them. And hopefully this allows them to push further, faster, and harder so that we get better, more amazing tools. That's my view on stuff. I want stuff to be dope and fast and easy and intuitive so that I can just worry about being creative. Substance bridging into Photoshop would be awesome. I have no idea if that's their plan or whatnot, but I imagine that this is not part of the portfolio, and I apologize. I think Quixel is about to separate from Photoshop. With Mixer, I think they have the groundworks to build everything else inside of Mixer. So we'll see if that happens or not. This piece here excites me, and I look forward to seeing more of this. But yeah, cool. I'm going to get to the Discord critiques. This was super cool. Thanks for sharing this, and hopefully whatever I said to you, because I'm just like, I just say what I feel and what I'm seeing based off of my experiences. Hopefully it was useful to you. All right. Be right back. I need more water. We got 45 minutes for Discord critiques. Be right back.